Maybe you don't. Hey, I only got 5 subscribers, but hey, the point is, you know what I'm saying? We climbing on that level. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody for watching. And I'm here once again with Lizard, the Swaggy G. And what's been a raging dispute going on with Markelle Fultz. He was the #1 overall pick in the 2017 draft. I'm on that Markelle Fultz train. I mean, I've been a fan. I've been watching this team in Washington. Now, I don't watch the games. They only won 9 games. I mean, let's face it, they suck. But he wasn't winning in college. But man, bottom line was like he was nice. And we're having this debate. And Gabe, tell the people why you have something to say about Markelle. What do you have to say about Markelle?
All right,
now
so
that he's back.
Basically, he played his first game back from injury yesterday. His stat line was, I think, 10, 8, and 4. 10 points,
in
8
14
assists,
minutes. In 14 minutes.
4 rebounds in 14 minutes. I'll give you that. 14 minutes. But to be honest, I wasn't overly impressed with him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest Markelle fan like everybody else. I thought coming out of college, I was like, cool, you averaged 20-something points on a bad D1 team. Like, you won 9 games, so it didn't matter to me. And then after that, I wasn't really confident in him being the #1 overall pick. I'm a Lonzo Ball fan, so I guess I'm biased in a sense. But then I see him shooting in the off season, and I'm like, this dude learned how to play basketball again. So I'm like, okay, that's your #1 overall pick? Cool, you guys confident with it. But watching the game yesterday, to be honest, I wasn't impressed. Yeah, he got 10 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds in 14 minutes. But in those 14 minutes, he took 13 shots.
Okay.
He made 5 of them, so it's not really great. That's not a good field goal shooting percentage. He had 8 assists, but to be honest, when I was watching the game, the 8 assists that he had, I want to say probably like 5, maybe 6 of them were like
Joel.
He was not even Joel. Like some of them where he was being aggressive, super aggressive in the game, and some of them he got stuck and he dished it out, and the dude just chose to shoot. Like there was one that he drove in the ball and he had nowhere to go. He was literally about to travel. And he literally just dumps it back. And it hits, who was it?
Sarge?
It might have been Sarge, and he just shoots the mid-range, and it goes in, and I'm like, he had like a little couple dinky assists. I'm like, all right. But like, if you look at the stat line, you don't look at stuff like that, I'm like, all right, yeah, he had a good game in 14 minutes, but I'm not overly impressed. And I want to see if he can continue to do that with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons when the playoffs come, because it's going to get tougher. You're not going to give somebody the ball that hasn't been there all year.
Yeah.
Especially, you're going to mess up the chemistry. It's going to be hard to get it all together. And I don't think, I don't know.
Nah,
Hopefully he finishes out this year strong.
Basically, what this is going to go down to is like, basically, you're such a Lonzo Ball fan that you think that he, like Markelle, like Lonzo's going to be head and shoulders better than.
No.
I would hope.
Because this was
I
going to
like
go down to, because we had this argument during the draft, like who should be the #1 pick, and I thought it was Markelle because this game's all about scoring now. I mean, we in a league where like we said earlier, like Kyle Korver is in this league and he's prospering, and you got JJ Redick. Well, JJ Redick's a better overall player, but I mean, the point is put the ball in the basket. He has a gift of slashing. I mean, this guy has an ability to drive that lane that, like, I mean, if he works on it, he could be a James Harden type of offensive player. I'm being serious.
James Harden, even though he was going to be James Harden.
Well, he's James Harden now.
Now, yeah, but before
I don't know about that one. That might be a stretch.
He has an unbelievable way to get to the lane. I mean,
that rubber band is great.
Do you think? I think he has a lot of pressure off of him because Ben Simmons is there.
Yeah.
Fair to say?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to run point guard duties. So it's kind of easier for him to do that. And that's what I was trying to point out in the stats line. I'm like, yeah, it is true.
No, it's not. Because
okay, so you can't
Ben Simmons plays point guard like LeBron plays point guard because they didn't really have a.
So who's gonna have the ball
that.
most of the time in their hands?
Well, if Markelle gets back into the starting lineup, I think it's gonna be Markelle.
Nah,
I would hope
not.
not.
Be Ben Simmons.
I would hope not.
It's gonna be Ben Simmons.
I would hope it's Ben Simmons because that boy he'd be gonna be all in.
He'd be listed as small forward. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like that's why I'm not trying to compare Lonzo and Markelle. They have 2 different roles. Whereas Ben Simmons does the role that he has to facilitate. If you tell Markelle just score, that's easier.
Wait, how many minutes did Markelle play last night?
14.
He played 14 minutes. He took 13 shots, made 5 of them.
He was hectic last night. I'm not gonna lie.
He loves shooting.
And most of them were from layups. His first real shot was an air ball.
So let's not forget that. What did you think of his shot? I think he took a couple of jumpers and it looked broken.
I'm not gonna lie.
Broken. Like Lonzo's shot is ugly, but That at least his is a one fluid stroke. His was. I don't know. It was weird looking to me.
You know you can tell when someone has a late release.
Yeah, he tried.
His was super late.
What do you think about his?
I think that shot is broke, but I don't know what happened. I mean, I remember like during the interview after it, he just did not respond to the questions about like what happened to his shoulder or whatnot. Yeah. So that makes me very suspicious of what he was doing. But I mean, it does look broke. But like I said before, he's only 19. What actually gets me, the first shot, the air ball they talk about, I think it was tipped by Jokic.
Oh, no. Hey, don't try to bail him out now, bro. That was an air ball. He just airballed it.
It was tipped by Jokic or something, man.
You can see the two-motion stroke. He airballed
But he made a jump. He made a mid-range in the game, too. I mean, like I said before.
Yeah, one
thing about it is, like, just watching him, he's an athletic finisher. I like the way he finishes.
He really is.
He was aggressive.
Yeah, his first
very
bucket,
smooth, very smooth when he drives to the lane. So he doesn't have to worry about that. Now, jump shot, yeah. But, I mean, you can't talk about jump shots and not look at Lonzo Ball and think listen, Markelle's is one thing. Markelle in college, he could shoot. It's just right now, maybe coma or something, I don't know. But Lonzo, man,
in college, he was a shooter. I don't want to pull out Skip Bayless's things, but at UCLA, he was shooting 41% from three. And I don't want to pull that out, but Lonzo was the better shooter in college. 3-point shooter in college.
Alright, so if there was a draft right now, who y'all taking first?
But Markelle's the only guy. Markelle's the only guy in Washington taking.
Actually, no, I lied. I'm taking Tatum. Tatum first. If I
redo the draft.
I had the whole 2018 draft class. So you take first.
Tatum.
I'd go Tatum.
Even though he's hit his rookie wall.
Yeah,
Nah, everybody hits the rookie wall.
Yeah,
Donovan has not hit his rookie wall.
I mean,
he did at a certain point. He overcame it again, I think.
Honestly, that's probably like the first month. Not first month. I won't say that, but like
he was unknown until like a couple weeks before All-Star.
Nah, I mean most rookies hit their rookie wall.
Yeah, it happens.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about.
Because
so you're taking Tatum over Simmons?
Simmons was drafted 2 years ago.
But he's technically a rookie this year.
No, but I said if I was redoing the draft.
You're right.
Yeah, so I would probably take Tatum first. I'm not gonna lie.
I take Tatum.
But anyways, whatever. Markelle, anyways, like I thought, like I said, he was aggressive, great. That's why I don't want to compare him to Lonzo. They have two separate duties to do. Yeah. So like I saw that he played 14 minutes and he took 13 shots. That to me is like, all right, he's trying to get back. He's being that's what I'm saying. He's being aggressive, but like he can do that because he has Ben Simmons to facilitate the ball. In a sense, so I'm like, all right, whatever.
I mean, hey, he got drafted into the situation though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not trying to. But
Simmons got a double yesterday too.
I don't know what was up with his shoulder, but I feel like he tore. He had to tear like a labrum or something in his shoulder that would make you like you can't move your shoulder for a couple months for him to lose muscle memory like that. Because your jump shot can't look like that now, and then in college you were stroking it. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. For me, it's a scary thing because if he never gets that jump shot, he might just be average player. I don't know. He might because if it's a serious lingering injury, I don't know.
I think we just got to come to the consensus that the Philadelphia medical staff is trash.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that. I mean, I would say this. I want to put it on camera too because there's a Philadelphia fan, Sixers fan that was in my mentions. And it was after I said like they weren't going anywhere because I still don't think they're
going. Nah, bro, if you about that life, say their name. Don't go shade.
They're not important. I'm not gonna put them on.
Oh, you more shade crazy.
But like they quoted my tweet because I was like, you Philly fans are getting sensitive because Colin Cowherd said you're not winning 40 games and you're going to rub in the face you're winning 40 games. And he put the emoji. He used to put in the laughing emoji. And I was like, yo, bro. Listen, man, I just want to say to all you Philly fans, you feel good. You won your Super Bowl. Congratulations. It took you 75 years to win a Super Bowl. Right? You know what I'm saying? We live in Massachusetts. The Patriots been winning the Super Bowls, you know what I'm saying, since I was born. And so I was like, you do you. But I'm just saying, like, Philly's really not going anywhere. Like, let's just face it. I mean,
who do they play in the first round?
I mean, you're probably going to face Indiana.
They're in 4th place right now.
And I'm picking Oladipo and a group of
hardworking savages. I don't know about that one now.
Philly cannot shoot.
No, but with Markelle, bro, they're...
Philly can't
like
shoot.
Him,
what?
I think they're deadly.
Philly can't shoot. JJ Redick, Robert Covington, Dario Saric, and Joel Embiid.
Yeah, they can shoot, bro. And you said JJ, right?
I said JJ. I
Look
said
at the
JJ. I said
percentages they
Covington.
can't shoot.
Nah, I mean, but who on the Pacers can
Embiid
shoot?
can shoot the open ones. You're not.
Okay then.
Bro, I don't even think
Covington
we
can
can
shoot the
name. I don't even think we
contested
can name the
ones. So can
starting
JJ.
lineup for the Pacers.
I don't know who their point guard is anymore.
I mean, right
I don't
now.
know who their point guard is.
Point guard is like nah.
Was it Glenn Robinson the third?
Lance
No.
is-
Yeah.
Lance is off the bench, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
That's what I'm saying. I can't even name their starting five. Maybe
I like-
Sabonis is
I like
on
Miles
yeah,
Turner.
Oladipo's the bonus.
Miles Turner's nice.
Al Jefferson.
Darren Collins
Miles-
is point guard.
Oh yeah, it's Al Jefferson.
Nah, he's
Miles
not quite
Turner.
season. I don't know.
Wait, does Al Jefferson?
But I think the
No, he
size.
doesn't.
I think the size of the 76ers
Miles
will
Turner
beat them.
starts.
I think they could win a first round matchup, but they're not getting farther than that. I don't think
Who would they
can win
verse
it.
in the second?
You'd probably end up playing like the Cavs or something.
Bucks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
mean,
Bucks fell.
No, I
bro.
think Cavs. It would be Celtics and Bucks. You'd win the. You play the winner. Yeah, I don't think they would make it past the second round though. To be honest.
Nah, but this leads to an important, interesting topic now. Like, since Markelle's back, you got Ben Simmons who's, getting comfortable with the league and how it's played, and Embiid is finally healthy, playing a full season.
Yeah.
What's the ceiling for these guys now, in the short term, like this year? And for the long term, do you see a potential dynasty?
Yeah, I see it.
Potential.
But
Whoa.
I see a potential long-term
Whoa.
dynasty. But
You're gonna get some of these Philly fans.
But
Wow.
no, hear me out though. I'm not. That's why I said but. Philly is notorious for messing things up, bro. They don't put the right players around them. So you can have these 3 stars develop together, but if you don't put shooters around them, and you don't like surround them with that, I feel like then that's when you'll just waste their talent, and one of them will end up leaving. But I do see like the potential of it. But LeBron's in the East, so it's like
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't do anything about it.
To be honest, you could give them.
Unless LeBron was a Philly.
Yeah, I mean,
That ain't happening.
It can happen.
No, you got 2 copycat freaking players.
No, it can happen, bro.
It's not happening.
about the dynasty thing, there's a lot of things that rage on dynasty. If LeBron joins Philly, and I can see him really teaching Ben
It's a wrap.
Simmons the ways and getting him to work on that 3-point jump shot,
Not
I
even-
could definitely see them overtake the Warriors at some point. But honestly, if LeBron's not going there, it really depends on Ben Simmons' jump shot, because this is a shooting league. And people, you're going to play teams that are going to guard you and force you to shoot that outside jump shot. And if you're Embiid, I don't want my starting center to fall in love with that 3-point shot. I want you to get in there, use that big body pause,
it up.
and
Yeah.
bump, let's go. Get in there, spin, post spin, put it in there. I
To
want
be
you.
honest, he's just doing the same thing that Boogie and Davis do. Like, if there's a 3 there, they'll take it, but it's not like they're hunting for the
I think
three.
it's the opposite for me. I feel like it depends on
And health too.
development.
They gotta be healthy.
Yeah,
they gotta be healthy.
I feel like it depends on the
The three of
development
them are
of
injury prone.
Markelle, to be honest.
3.
So I feel like Ben Simmons can do
Fultz
what he
and
does,
Simmons and-
but I feel like if Fultz
It's
doesn't
just a one-time thing.
like progress, then I think that'll be that downfall. I feel like Ben Simmons, like even if he never gets a jump shot, he'll still average 15, like 10 and 10 if he really wanted to. But I feel like if Markelle's not their scorer like that, he develops into like their primary iso ball scorer, then they'll be in trouble. So I think it's the opposite way around. I don't know. That's just for me.
Yeah, I mean, I would not be shocked if they are the next best team. But again, man, I mean, everybody's saying Ben Simmons is the next LeBron.
They said
You
Giannis.
see it or no?
I don't
I
see
see
it.
it.
I don't see it at
I see
all.
it.
I see it.
I don't know.
see
I think
it.
you're
You
bugging.
know-
I see it.
at all.
When
They
LeBron
said,
came into
Giannis.
What?
Nah, I never
Because Giannis
thought
is a
Giannis
playmaker.
though.
Nah, they were saying Giannis.
They'll never
Nah,
get
Giannis-
him.
You ever see the
just-
passes
I
Ben
know.
Simmons does? It reminds me of LeBron now, like now.
But LeBron had a J though.
Nah, when
it
he
was
came in,
consistent as hell.
he worked
Not
on
when he
the
came
J,
in.
though.
Yeah, he worked on it.
And
Which
he
is what
took the
Simmons
J
used to
because
do.
of the team he was on.
Yeah, all he had was Ilgauskas.
But like,
Eric Snow.
that's true.
Like-
But that's true. But like, but Ben Simmons now, like, he doesn't have a jumper, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a jumper, like.
Nah, I know. But that's something you can work on in a year or two. Like, it's not... You have your whole career to work on that. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather not him spend his whole career working on it.
But yeah, I mean...
I don't want him to hit his ceiling too fast either.
Nah, definitely not. But overall, like I said, I thought Markelle did... I wasn't impressed with the stat line.
So,
but it was,
what are you grading him?
I think it'll be nicer than Lonzo.
What are we... Oh, we're grading? Oh, you think he'll be nice?
I actually will be because
Who will have a better long-term career?
Lonzo.
When, if we're counting wins, if we're counting, like,
Oh,
champs, if we're talking, like, stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
to be honest,
Or we could do playing-wise.
the way that the Lakers been playing, they won't do bad.
It's tough, bro.
Because Julius Randle, that boy opened a whole nother can of beat that
he's a grown man.
this season.
Nah, I'm sleeping on Lakers roster. I'm sleeping on. I will say this: it really depends on the whole LeBron situation. I mean, if he goes to LA, I could definitely see him helping develop Lonzo. But if he goes to Philly, I could definitely see Fultz being more successful. I will say this though: I do feel like, honestly, Lonzo's a great player. I like Lonzo the way he plays. I really do. Because like nowadays, point guards put that bucket in. They're just professional bucket getters. I like an old-fashioned point guard, like a Jason Kidd.
Like
Steve Nash sets the table. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all his boys eat. So I really do like Lonzo. I don't know, like the way that shooting form, bro, and he has no confidence.
Kenyon Martin shot like that. Jason Kidd was a bad shooter his first year. Look what he turned out.
You
developed.
Kenyon Martin's not a Hall of Famer though. I'm talking about like him to be.
But the same minuses you put on Lonzo right now is the same minuses we could put on Markelle.
Very true.
Whose form is worse right now? I think Markelle's is worse. I think Lonzo's uglier, but Markelle's is worse. It's a two motion shot now. It's not even one.
Oh man,
that's what I was like. You can't.
Both
like,
of the
I
shots
can
are
see the
not good right
minuses,
now.
but like.
But I mean, to be honest with you, like, I just feel like when Markelle gets that shot going, like right now it's a blimp on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like another thing too is like once he got hurt, everyone's calling him a bust.
He's not a bust.
Probably hurt his confidence.
Yeah.
Probably hurt his confidence. I'm telling you, when he gets that confidence back, gets a year of getting fit. I'm telling you right now, like I really do think Markelle will be better because he's gonna be one of the best scorers. He's gonna be known as like one of the best scorers in the league.
Yeah, he'll be a good scorer.
I honestly
what about
think
everything
potential
else?
point guard version.
What about everything else though?
You're saying Markelle's going to be one of the best. I'm
not doubting that he'll be a better scorer than Lonzo, but I don't think anything else he'll be.
Long term, playing with Embiid and Simmons, you could definitely average a high 7 assists a game.
But you don't think he'll fall in the shadow of Embiid and Simmons? I think he'll end up falling in the shadow because he could be their leading scorer.
Yeah.
But if Simmons is all around better and Embiid's stats are all around better, you fall behind the shadows. Now Lonzo, on the other hand, I feel like Markelle will definitely easily be a better scorer than him, easily, naturally. But if Lonzo's doing like 15, 10, and 10, bro,
we know who's getting it.
I gotta go with Lonzo, bro, because it's all around stats. I feel like Markelle's gonna fall in that shadow, bro. That's why I'm like,
I don't think Lonzo Ball will.
You don't think he'll ever average 15, 10, and 10?
Nah,
or close to 15, 10, and 10?
Dude, he's
already averaging.
He's averaging like
10,
7, 8, and 7.
I don't
previous
think
shooting by 5%, bro. He's 15, 7, and 7.
I think Lonzo Ball will be he'll be an all-star quality point guard. I don't think he'll be a superstar because I just feel like he doesn't have that scoring touch, or like I just feel like right now the way the game's going, like I do think Lonzo Ball has potential to be the next Jason Kidd, and Jason Kidd was so nice. But my thing is like the way his team is set up, because teammates matter. Do you really think he's gonna average 10 assists with like Julius Randle? And I like Brandon Ingram, but it's like I don't know if Brandon Ingram is gonna be elite. I think he might just be. I think he might hit a ceiling right now.
But you gotta remember, he's on the Lakers. They can attract free agents. That team that they have now is not gonna be the same team in 2 years. And Lonzo's gonna have his grown man body. You have 2 years in the league of working out and stuff like that. And I'm sure his shooting will improve. I think he could do it.
I'm calling it now. LiAngelo's gonna take Josh Hart's spot. Just saying.
We'll say that for next video.
I'll say that next one. I mean, Josh Hart, he said that, not me.
Yeah, jump him.
Big fan. I see you in Villanova, you're cooking. So.
All right, so what's he doing in the league right now? Tell me his stats.
I mean,
he's a good quality back. He's actually been playing very well.
You watch Lakers games?
What number is he, bro?
No, what number?
Yeah.
I mean, he puts a lot of numbers on the scoring sheet.
All right. So if you guys were to give Markelle a teammate grade over,
teammate grade his debut.
On his debut, honestly,
2K style.
I wasn't impressed, but I can't give him a low grade either because it was like. It was better than what I expected, but it wasn't like
I give him a nice. That's actually a good question. I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a B too.
Now the shot selection though might drop it down a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna give a B minus because whenever you have a bad shot selection in 2K, your grade plummets.
B minus.
Your grade.
But a lot of them were just misses. All of them just misses.
I mean, I give him a B only because I like the hype surrounding it.
Coming into
and then
it,
he did put up like
60
some
rated.
good stats, but then when you really go in depth, that's when it gets it. So I gotta give him I'll give him a B. I'm not gonna be a hater like that.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying. I just know 2K work for bad shot selection.
I'm telling y'all, man. But I just want to drop it. I'm gonna drop this right here. Markelle Fultz, bro. Like, he's not a bust, and I'm telling you right now, he's gonna have a. I don't think, to be honest with you, out of that draft class, take Simmons was last a couple years ago. I mean, right now we're gonna talk about 5 years from now, and we're gonna talk about Tatum right here. I think Tatum's gonna be like
number one,
really
best career,
nice.
right?
Yeah, best career.
Yeah,
We're gonna
especially
have
if he stays in the
Fultz.
Celtics.
And we're gonna have Ball, but they're gonna be both. I think all three of them have the potential to be all timers. I'm being so serious right now.
I'm not lying either. I think so too.
So we just gonna forget about Lauri Markkanen? Is that what we?
Oh yeah, marketing too.
No, I think he'll just be
I just feel like
above average. He'll be above
we
average.
can talk about marketing too, but like real quick, Marketing got to work on defense. I mean,
Facts.
use that shots to your advantage.
Wait, so we just gonna forget about Donovan Mitchell too?
Nah, I think he'll be.
I forgot about that.
No. I love Donovan Mitchell, but I think his body won't hold up past a couple more years, bro.
He better
I
hit
don't
that
think he'll be
fifth
all
starter.
time great. I think he'll be like one of those players. You're like, oh, Donovan Mitchell had bounce. Like he was nice, bro, but he
Another
won't be like one of the all
Shannon
time
Brown?
because he's really just a scorer. That's it. You really think about
My
it.
thing is, the thing about Donovan
Is he
Mitchell.
shooting guard?
He's shooting guard.
Yeah, shooting
Plays
guard.
point
Man,
guard.
better be getting buckets.
The thing about Donovan Mitchell too is like I like Donovan Mitchell, but sometimes you wonder if he got too good too fast.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's what I'm saying.
maybe like usually when you see a guy who comes out the league and he's like already eating, like for example, like a Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
Now I'm not
years.
Derrick Rose won an MVP. Donovan Mitchell has
In his rookie year, right?
Nah, it was like second year.
Rookie. Yeah, you're right.
Whoa,
What's
I got
that?
to-
Yeah.
whoa.
But
whoa.
I remember like rookie year, Derrick Rose had 40 in Boston. Like, I mean, he was really like he was like already top 10 player in the league. Sometimes when you have sometimes when you go into the league and you're already eating and you're already so good that maybe that's because you already hit your ceiling and this as good as it's ever gonna be. And that's my fear for Donovan Mitchell, that maybe he got too good too fast, and that people are just gonna get that scouting report, and then the way they guard him, I think it'll go back down to earth. But I will say this though, what gives me faith in Donovan Mitchell is his playmaking. I think that could get better because he loves juggling with the ball now. I'm seeing him now, trying to be like a combo guard now. But I really do think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna start. I don't think he's gonna be like
A Hall of Famer though.
I mean, I don't put that out there because I don't want him to get that 20 years from now.
Let's start small. Is he making an All-Star team?
Yeah, he'll make All-Star. I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer.
It's gonna
Starting All-Star.
It's gonna take time though. That West got a lot of
Yeah,
guards.
it's tough.
But I will say, like for Donovan, it's like in a couple years though, it's like I don't know. It's just maybe you got too good too fast, and that I think when the scouting report's clear, because then
Yeah.
a couple years from now, people are gonna know what he likes to do. If he likes going left, going right. I don't know if he'll ever be as good as Ray is now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I just think his athleticism.
It could be a situation where it's like
That's definitely
a CJ McCollum or like a fringe all-star or like
no.
quality guy. I don't know.
I think he's like a mini D Wade, but I feel like what happened to D Wade, the athleticism just goes away after a while. It catches up to you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like especially the way he's moving now, bro. That's gonna catch up to him fast once he takes care of himself. But,
He's 6'3" too, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
gonna get that beat. It's gonna take a beating on his body.
Oh wait, time out. Last person, but we really forgot about Dennis Smith Jr.
Nah, he's on the mask. He's not going nowhere.
Nah.
He gotta leave.
I mean, one thing I'll say,
I mean, yeah, but
I know where it's gonna go.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. Everybody say, "Oh, you should have done Dennis Smith."
Shoulda.
I'm telling you right now. No,
Great
I'm telling you right now. I am
yeah.
sleeping good. I am sleeping good. I sleep the same. I shower the same. I go to school the same. I'm not worried about Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. is a guy who's gonna come in the league, gonna give you a couple highlight dunks. But you look at this scoring sheet. Yeah, he'll have 18 points, but it'll be like 5 out of 17 shots or something like that.
You mean like
You
your boy
Knicks
Markelle
fans are
did, right?
delusional.
And
You mean like your boy Markelle did, right?
Markelle
And he's
come
not
out of
wrong.
injury.
He's not wrong.
Markelle come out of injury, bro.
I don't give a damn.
What's
I
the
mean-
difference between Markelle and Dennis Smith?
Dennis Smith is much more athletic.
But I'm saying
He's
on in the stat sheet. You look at the stat sheet. What is going to be different there?
what's gonna be different.
Markelle might get more.
I think it's going to be the same amount of.
Markel's gonna be more efficient.
Oh.
Give him time.
He
to
head
develop.
cased his first game back.
First came back out of shoulder surgery or whatever.
I'm not head casing. I'm playing conservative.
Playing
I'm not
team
conservative.
basketball.
Not conservative. 'Cause I don't want to look like a little baby out there. But I'm gonna do mine. And if it's not there, I'm not gonna force it like he did.
Dennis Smith Jr. Hey, why I like no, Markelle, keep shooting because I like that. I like that aggressive.
Shoot, bro.
I like that aggressive.
Hey, you a Philly fan if they really turn into a dynasty with Markelle?
Hell no. Hell no. But like I said before, I think Frank. Oh, actually, put Frank Ntilikina in there too. Like I'm saying, actually,
Frank Ntilikina will never make an All-Star game, and that's a fact.
Yo.
Was he even in the Rising
Ever.
Stars? Wait, was he even in the Rising Stars?
Hey, if I gotta say it in French for you,
He wasn't even in the Rising
bro,
Stars
yeah.
game. That should speak for
He
itself.
was injured.
Was Giannis in there in his rookie season?
No, but
No.
Frank was injured anyways. But
Giannis made it a second.
It's gonna be Frank. It's gonna be Tatum.
No, keep going.
Then Frank.
No,
Oh my
keep
God.
going. Oh my.
You're delusional.
Mixed
These
fans, bro.
I'll tell you right now, Frank is going to be nice.
No, end the video, bro.
He's gonna be the
I know,
small version.
and then go
Small
ahead
version of
and do the
Giannis. All right.
I'm tired of this last
But
video.
listen, like I said before, quick one thing too.
No.
Dennis Smith Jr. You gonna be nice, bro.
You're a hater.
But 3 years from now, you're gonna be like a I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I really see like your ceiling is like,
Steve Smith.
Nah, I see it as like who's a small.
No, I mean
athletic
Steve
point
Francis.
guard?
My fault. Steve Francis.
Steve Francis
You
kind
Steve
of.
Francis.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Why
one
I say
though.
Steve Smith?
Yeah, because I don't think your shoe's ever gonna get better.
I just hope he comes in there and just
he's a
windmill
hater.
teabags you on the dunk. Like, man, I don't want him to disrespect
I'll lock your
you
shit
now.
down, bro.
To be honest, bro, Jabril, I feel like he'd clear you on a jump. Like he wouldn't even touch you.
You'd be a prop in this dunk.
Listen, you have some cute dunks, bro, but like, I'm really happy. I mean, LeBron can talk all the trash he want, but I'm really glad
He
we
should've
don't.
won the dunk contest.
We don't really need you. I mean, like I said before, you're having a great year. Obviously, you got a couple bucks from NC State, but we're not gonna get into that. But listen, man. I mean, I think in a couple years, you're gonna be a nice player. A nice player, cute game style. You can, dunks in 2K. That's cute. But Frank, he gonna be the real deal. Real deal. I mean, 2 years from now,
This is blasphemous.
Frank gonna be like one of the best point guards in the league, bro. I'm telling you right now. He's the youngest player in the league too. I'm telling you, bro. Like I like his game, man. He's only gonna get better. We get a new coach. We get Mark Jackson in there. It's over. We get Mark Jackson in here. He might be Curry, bro. He might be the next Curry, bro. I don't know what Frank is gonna eat. He's gonna eat.
You know what? On that note, you can just close out, man.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed our mini podcast.
Yeah.
Delusional Knicks fan up to my left.
I'm not delusional. I just spit out
Stats man
facts.
Swaggy G to my right. I am Lizard. And that's been the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave something for us to talk about in the comments.
Comment if you know I'm right.
Shut up.
It's a real hive.